towards Abbey. Now we're in car with the race leader, Andy Rouse. Rob Gravitt looming up behind him. Up to Bridge. Watch it go down through the gears into the left-hander. And the gap between Andy Rouse in first place and Graham Good in fifth position is a mere 4 seconds. In car with Rob Gravitt through the chicane, 100 miles an hour. Down the start and finish straight, up towards Copse. Lap 3 is 1/5 distance. Here come the leaders. Rouse, Gravitt, the Labatt twins, Harvey and Bristow. There they go. Graham Good in fifth position. Dave Brodie well up. Now to Beckett's again. The slowest corner on the course, but it's still very, very quick. Tight into the apex. Rob Gravitt is closing up on Andy Rouse's Sierra. Out wide into Chapel, cut across, down the hanger straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars burst out of Chapel Curve, and 6 seconds cover the top 7 as the leaders, Rouse and Gravitt, go into Stowe. And now we're in car with James Weaver. This is the battle for the B-class leadership. And Weaver has just taken it from Frank Zittner, who goes through and retakes it. 320 horsepower, 2.3-litre BMW M3s. And up front, the 1988 champion from Nottingham, Frank Zittner. Round the right-hander, Zittner ahead, then it's Weaver, then it is Godfrey Hall. Second in the class in 1988, and James Weaver is really harrying Zittner. Zittner can see the BMW in his mirror. Weaver coming up on the left as they approach the left-hander at Bridge. And Weaver is through. Weaver is leading Class B. Into the left, into the right. Accelerating away up towards the chicane. And there are the 3 Class B leaders. First is Weaver, second is Zittner, and third in the black M3 is Godfrey Hall. Up to Copse. Zittner comes out from the slipstream of Weaver. He goes through on the inside. Frank Zittner retakes the class lead. Down to second place goes Weaver. And Zittner seems to be going just as well without a spoiler. And the 3 BMWs are catching Borner-Busch's Sierra in front. Absolutely together. This is heroic stuff. 960 horsepower there. Into Chapel again. Down the hanger straight again. BMW Finance, it says there. They're going to need some of that for Frank's new spoiler. And Weaver takes Zittner. No, he doesn't. Zittner's got the inside line down to Stowe. Weaver's going to have to go wide. Zittner keeps in tight and keeps the class lead. So it's still, and there's somebody off. That's John Clark out. And he's obviously hit something, and he's obviously very unhappy. Now we're in car with Jerry Marney, 11th place. 3 Sierras ahead. Jones, Smith and Van Cowen. And Jones spins. Carl Jones spins, he's stationary, and the BMW battle is approaching, and this is it. Zittner goes ahead of Weaver, and Jones rejoins right in front of the BMW. Zittner comes out of the corner first, then Weaver behind him. Jones has fallen into place between Weaver and Godfrey Hall. Out of the complex, over the line, and in this Class B Titanic scrap, it is still Zittner, Weaver. Behind the yellow headlighted Ford Sierra is Godfrey Hall in third place in Class B. What a fabulous scrap this is. This is the car that's won the European Championship for the last 2 years. And look at the difference at the front of these 2 white BMWs. Zittner, no spoiler, Weaver has got one. Now, it must make a difference somewhere on the circuit that James Weaver has got better aerodynamics by virtue of the fact that he has got a spoiler. But up front there is Andy Rouse, leading Rob Gravitt, number 21. You can see how close Rob is. He's not giving Andy any rest at all. And back at Stowe, it's still Zittner, Weaver. There's Jones in the Sierra. Behind him, Godfrey Hall. over the rumble bars. Now we're with Weaver, approaching Abbey. He's closing up on Sittner. He's going to come out of Abbey faster than Frank. He's got the momentum. He's pulling ahead. Weaver is ahead. But Frank Sittner is not giving up. He is fighting on. Look at him. Number 33. Nothing in it. Out of the chicane. Down the straight into Copse yet again. Weaver, Sittner. Carl Jones still can't get past them in the 500 horsepower Ford Sierra. And Rob Gravitt is fighting too, still with the race leader, number 1, Andy Rouse, as they lap the Class D 1600cc Toyota Corollas, and they are lapping nose to tail at some 108 miles an hour. Stab of flame as Gravitt overruns on the turbo. He's right in the slipstream of Andy Rouse now. He's going to try and get through as they come up to Abbey. It's quite possible. Into Bridge. Well, last year it was Andy Rouse all the way. 9 dominating wins from 12 races. But Rob Gravitt's really making him work this year. Into the chicane. Out of it. They're lapping the Class D leader, Phil Dowsett, in the 1600cc Toyota Corolla. Copse. But behind them, approaching Bridge, there's a solid wodge of cars, and Carl Jones is ahead of the BMWs. There he is. But look at Sittner with the blue screen. He's through on the inside. He hits Weaver. He's onto the grass, and Weaver passes him, and Weaver is ahead again. But the way Frank is pushing, can he stay ahead? Well, into the chicane. Weaver ahead, Sittner second. In car with the BRDC sports car champion Tim Harvey, third in the Sierra, down hanger. Lawrence Bristow is right behind him. And a great wrench at the wheel by Tim Harvey. Bristow through on the inside into third position, out of Stowe, and that's the trouble. Tim Harvey has got a puncture in the left rear and more M3 action. That is the ex-Saab champion, John Llewellyn. He's lost it, he's recovering, accelerating away. Lost places there, of course, and here's Andy. Cool, calm, and still leading in the 500 horsepower, turbocharged 2-litre Ford Sierra. But behind him, there is a new lap record, Rob Gravitt, at 108.21 miles an hour. And lap 10 is 2/3 race distance. Rouse, Gravitt, Bristow, Good, Hodges, Brody. And into the pits comes last year's Silverstone winner Jerry Marnie from 10th position. Slowly crawling in. And here's Tim Harvey limping in to get that left rear changed. So, what's the trouble, Jerry Marnie?
The ignition system's gone completely dead. They're just trying to fix it now, but looks like it's fairly terminal.
Well, it's all happening. Tony Crutchington's got a smoky old problem with the Toyota there, and coming up fast behind him are battling BMWs. Crutchington moves across. He's going to go onto the grass. No, he's not. He's going to go onto the circuit. What is he doing? Past him go the BMWs. Weaver ahead. Now, 1988 British champion Frank Sittner won 11 out of 12 class victories last year and the championship. But the talented James Weaver, and this is him, beat him at Alton Park, and it looks as though he's going to beat him again. Down a gear. Bang! Sittner's hit him up the back, look! Out of Chapel. Well, Sittner really is pushing hard. Not content to sit behind his boot lid, he's trying to open it. Down the hanger straight. And Sittner seems to be prepared to drive over the top of Weaver if he has to. He's swarming all over the car in front. And it frankly amazes me that